admin, right? In the Java administration, so we have discussed about the in the Java administration we are discussing about the administration stop and start jobs, databases, configuration. So normally daily we won't check anything here. Just rare cases we will check it here, right? So trusted systems. Trusted systems means suppose the both the systems. Suppose you want to trust your back and above system. You want to trust other SAP system. So that time if you just add the systems in the trusted systems tab, if you add the system in the trusted systems, what will happen? So without asking any user ID and password, the connection, the call which is coming from the Java will trust it, will accept it, will accept it here. That's why we have to add the system in the trusted list here, About ECD, ECB, like that we can add the systems here. So that system will be accepting system, which means the system will be trusted by the, so this system here. SSL means HTTPS configuration. So SL ports, I mean to say HTTPS ports configuration, all kind of things we can do it from here, right? SL configuration. Destinations means RFC destination, same SM59, how we have the RFC destination, same way we can create the RFC destinations here. So how we create the RFC destination, same way we can create the RFC destinations to the here in the systems we can create it. So in the destinations tab we can, suppose in a ECC ABAP systems, right? In ABAP system, normally, suppose if you want to connect the other ABAP system or some HTTPS sites or some other sites, what we will do, we will in SN59, we will create this destination, right? Through this destination, the data flow will happen, right? Through this destination, data flow will happen to the one system to other system here, right? So same way for Java, suppose this is a Java system, right? From here to the data flow should happen to the ECC. Then from here in the Java side, in the NWA, there is a destination tab where we can create the connection so that we can establish the connectivity, inflow and outflow, the connectivity we can establish it here. Either HTTP or HTTP, whatever it may be, we can establish the connectivity here. So this is the certificates and keys here. This is the very important tab here. In the Java, it's a very important. So the system certificates, we will import to the, in this list here, system certificates, we will import to the here, right? So suppose if any system, third party system or banking servers or some other any third party, any servers which want to connect to our SAP system, then definitely the banking server certificate we have to install. Suppose this is the banking server. Suppose example, this is the third party banking server. So some banking servers, they require the system data from the or ECC or some Java systems is required the data. Then in this case, so this system, if you want to transfer the data to this banking server, so this banking server certificate we have to import here. Then the ECC certificate we have to import to the here, just handshake, so that the system will be trusted. Then the system will be trusted and we can import the system will be trusted and so then the successfully it will establish the communication here. That's the purpose here. We have this certificates and keys mechanism here. Here we have to import the certificates here, the respective PS, the trusted CS, the trusted related certificates, everything we can import to the here, third party certificates, some other certificates, all the certificates we can import to the here. UME key store, UME mapping key store, web services related certificates here, users related, right? Ticket by key store here, right? In the trusted system certificate will come to this list here. ECP you added in the trusted list. So that system certificate is available here. SSL list, system SSL list, it is very available here. So the respective list it came to the here, the respective list it is available here to transfer the data here. Okay. So yeah, that is the main thing here. This is the whitelist configuration. Suppose some servers whitelist configuration. Something, suppose you want to put the systems in the whitelist. Whitelist means allowed list. So then we can put sometimes some people they cannot connect to the web server, some servers here. So if you put in the server in the whitelist configuration, so that here, so any server can connect to the our systems here, whitelist. So normally rare cases we will use this configuration here. So entries here. Normally we will rare cases we will configure the entries here. So that any application can connect to the our systems, or our system sometimes cannot connect to the banking server, third party servers. That time that server whitelist we have to put it to the here. So that is the main thing here. The next one is the infrastructure ADS. ADS is the Adobe Documentum Services here. ADS, the prints, PDFs. So those things this service can be helpful here. Suppose you want to configure the ADS. ADS means, so suppose you want to do some print to page PDF. So that time the ADS should be required here, the ADS service. This is the ADS service here. So here we have to provide the ADS configurations, all those things we have to. So we have to perform the configurations here, right? Destinations again it will come. License. So Java also there is a license, Java license here. It is valid, the temporary. So it is also the expiration date is 90 days here, right? Expiration date 90 days here. So if you want to install a license for Java, you can just install it here. You can install the license from the system here. That is also possible here, Java license here, right? ABAP license we will go to the transaction code, call is the, so yes, license. For Java license we have to go for the, so here in this case we have to go for the this license here, right? SLD data supplier configuration here. So SLD data supplier configuration means, suppose suppose here, yeah, suppose here there is a SLD concept here in ABAP systems or Java systems. SLD concept here. SLD means system landscape directory. System SLD system. So landscape directory here, SLD, which means all the systems will report to this SLD here. So that all the systems will report to the SLD here. So that you can track what are the systems you have and what are the above system, Java system, third party systems you have in your landscape. All the systems will be available here. To perform the SLD configuration here, just to go to the SLD, just you can type the SLD, you will get the SLD is initial configuration here. Just to open the SLD here, the link will be opened, the SLD link here. So there we have to configure the SLD. Then we can push the data from above system to the SLD, then Java system to the SLD. We can push the data. All systems will show in the SLD page. All your landscape systems, how many systems, hundreds of systems are there. Hundreds of systems will show the in your landscape directory. It will show. Currently, it's not set up. SLD is not set up here. So just I'm performing the initial setup. Whenever you open the SLD home page, there is an initial setup. Just to perform the initial setup here, it is the object server name. Means your SLD server name, you have to give it here SAP Windows 1, right? Start initial setup here. So SLD configurations here. So SLD will be configured here. So while this is configuring here SLD, we can create the one destinations to the SLD here. Destination we can create to the SLD here. Destinations we have to create it here. From which system want to report it here. So that destination we have to create in the SLD here. That is called the SLD data supplier destination. We have to create it here. So that is the SLD HTTP connection here. Then HTTP URL we have to give it here. SLD URL here. So this is the SLD URL. So we have to provide to the here, right? SLD. This is not the above system, right? We can ignore this one. Then authentication. So basic authentication, which means user ID and password, right? So then finish. Okay. So successfully connected to the SLD server here. Destination we connected here. So now configuration is in progress here. Start initial checkup configuration is in progress here. So SLD configuration is in progress here. So same way, so which systems you want to report to the SLD, right? What are the systems you want to report the SLD? Suppose this is the SLD, right? This is the your SLD system here. System landscape directory system here. System landscape directory system here, SLD. So for Java, SLD is only available in the Java systems here. So here you have the above system. You have the above system. You have the Java systems. You have other systems. So all systems should report to the SLD. Why? Because for the solution manager configuration, some other configuration also, per PI configuration also, all systems should point to the SLD integrations. We have to do it here, right? So for this one, this SLD configuration, initial configuration, we have to do it here. So that is what we are doing, the initial configuration in the SLD here, right? Then after that, if it is the Java system, there is a destination we have to create to the Java. That is called the SLD data supplier destination. If it is the above system, we have to do the, so then RZ70 transaction code, we need to push the data here. So like that, for above systems, there is a procedure, Java systems, there is a procedure to perform the configurations here. So that is what we are doing here, right? So once this initial setup is done, then we can see the actual SLD administration page here. So normally what we cannot do anything here. The only thing is we have to push the data to the SLD. That is only one thing we have to do it here. We need to push the data so that all our systems will report to the, will point to the, will locate to the, will store into the, in the SLD system here. So the data is available in the one central landscape here. See, initial configuration is done here. If we go to the technical systems here, technical systems means all our systems will come to the this list here. How many above systems you have, how many Java systems you have, how many standalone systems you have, all the systems will come to the this list here, SLD system here. So landscape, business system, software, all this will come to the this list here, SLD system here. So now, now we have configured the destination here. Destination here. Let's go to our previous screen here. Just collect and send the data so that will be sent to the your Java systems here. It will come to the Java systems here. SLD data supplier will come to the Java systems here. It will the report, the one Java system will report to the here. Similar way, in above system, you can go to the RZ70. You can go to the RZ70 in the above system here. So in the above system, you can provide the your SLD details here. SLD details here. SLD is RFC connect gateway details. And so the gateway host, this is the 25. Then we can create the one destination, SLD destination, we can create it here. Yes, so it is data sent successfully here, right? So the data automatically, the data sent to the SLD here, automatically data sent to the SLD here, it will send. Now, if you see here, if you refresh, there is a one system will come into the list here. It will refresh one Java system, as Java system will come into the list here. It will come to the this list here. It will come to the this list here. So this is the log folder here. This is the log. Here we can see the log. Here we can see the log here. So what is the log? It is saying that is there any errors here? Why systems are not reporting to the here? Details, settings of the parameters here. So server configuration parameters here. All the information here, we can see it here. All the information, we can see it from here, right? Perform the role mapping. All those things will come to the in this list here, right? So here you can see the systems list, our Java systems list, above systems list, everything will come to this list here, right? So then, so here you can see the configuration here. How to put out the configuration, we have to create it here. So set up the SLD registration by creating the SLD data supplier HTTP type here. So then, so the URL should be the HTTP port, the basic authentication. Next one is the SLD client, the client destination, we have to create it here. SLD client destination, we have to create it here. The client destination, we have to create it here. So, okay, same one more destination, we have to create it like client destination, we have to create in the systems here. Now, data supplier, right? Go to the destination. Destinations are very important to transfer the data here, right? So SLD data supplier you created here, right? So then this SLD is not required, just the URL, that is fine here, right? So then the same way we need to create the one more destination is called the SLD client destination. We have to create it here. This is also same as like HTTP destination, right? HTTP destination we have to give it. So client, then same URL. What is the URL? We have the SLD. Same URL we have to provide it here. But because same system also should report to the SLD, right? So that's why client and data supplier we are creating here, right? So then basic authentication means user ID and password. Then just click on the, then it will ask the user ID. What is the user here? Then finish it here. Then that is also connected here. This is also connected to the SLD here. So SLD data supplier, SLD client, both are connected here. Both destinations we created here, right? Both destinations we created here. So we can push the data. We can push the data to the, we can just push the data to the our respective systems. The data will be pushed here. The data will be pushed to the here. The data will be pushed to the here, right? So whenever you just click on the refresh button, so after it will take some time to load the data here. It will come to the here in the data screen list here. Then automatically the data will be come to the in this list here. Automatically the data will come to the this list here. If you wait for some time, the data will come to the here. It means your system, host name, version, all the information it will report. All the information it will come to the this list here. Okay. So this is the data pushing. From above system, we have to use the SLD data supplier configuration. For Java systems, we need to use the RJ70 to push the data here. RJ70, we need to push the data here. This is a registering the system in the SLD. This is the one. So this is wrong here. Why? Because our instance number is the 40. Then just type the 40, just click on the OK button. Then now data will be pushed to the your backend. So registration the system in the SLD means ECD system should be registered in the SLD system. That is the main thing here we are configuring here, right? So that is the main thing here. This is the data configurations here. So same as like here, if you see here SLD API cast, SLD API cast also there is a one transaction code here. We can create the one destination. We can create it for the SLD continuous the client API cast. One client the server destination we can create it here, right? One destination we can create it here. What is the host name? SAP Windows 1. What is the port number here? 54000. What is the user here, right? Administrator user here, administrator. So administrator user I am using. Normally we have to create the dedicated user here, but I am using the administrator user only I am using here. We can test the connectivity. System to the SLD works correctly. So from ECC to SLD, the data is connecting fine here, right? So whenever these are the SLD connectivity connecting to the SLD system here. These all are the connecting to the SLD system here. These all are the connecting to the SLD system. That's what. So we have done it here. That's what we have done it here. So it's connecting and the destination is also populating. All the things are working here, right? All the so connection things are working from here, right? All those things are working here. So now, so the systems, the above systems and Java systems will report to the in this list here. It will report to the here. It will report to the in this list here, right? So that is what it will happen in the system here. Okay. This is the way we need to register the systems into the SLD here. So that's why SLD is the all systems data will report to the all the systems data will report to the in the SLD system. It will report the all the data here. So here we can configure the data supplier targets. So all those things we can configure it here. We can configure in the system here. System message. We can also put the system message here. So normally in SM02, how can we put the system message? Here also we can put the system message to the theme here, so that it will be displayed. It will be displayed to the here. I hall, something like that. Here we can put the message here, right? So something like that here. So these all are the then. Suppose if you want to import the any data into the here, we can import it. If you want to export, we can export it. If you want to import the, so we can import the data to the here. There is a CR data and SIM data. I will explain it later. What is mean by CR and SIM? Okay. So any technical system data, it will report to the here. In this system, it will report to the here. Right. If we want to stop the SLD, we can stop the SLD also here. Right. Just stop the SLD. If you stop the SLD, so then the functionality it won't work here. The functionality it won't work here. So currently there is a import and export is running, initial setup is running. So unnecessarily we click the stop button here, right? So normally we should leave it the system for some time so that the import and export will run in the back end. It will complete it here. That is what happening in the system here. So immediately we stop it here. So we should not do that one. This is one of the important topic in the Java SLD registration. Have you done the SLD registration? Yes. How you perform the SLD registration? Thus, yes, see here we have. So here we have the SLD. Yeah, so we have to go to the /SLD URL. So there we can enable the initial setup and object server configurations. So there we can perform all the configuration and everything. We can perform it in the systems here. There we can perform the configuration. If any errors, we can check the logs here. Here logs are available. So there we can check the logs. The logs we can check it out here. Logs we can check it out in the systems here. This is the configuration of the SLD here. SLD configuration here, right? Data supplier configuration. I mean to say data supplier configuration we can perform it here. So data suppliers and the client should be running here. It should be running status here. Okay. So that is the SLD data supplier here. Remaining all other Java system properties. So all tabs are not very much important here. Based upon the use case, that time we will go. Normally daily we will go and we will work on it. Only suppose if any license issue, then we will go to the license. If any data supplier issue, then we will go to the here. So then Java properties, Java system properties here. Java system properties means, suppose if you do any changes, Java is collection of the components, collection of the software components and application. If you want to do any changes in the Java, then you can go to this thread manager, application thread manager. These are the threads are available. Java will run on the threads, right? As I shown, Java will basically run on the threads here. How we have the work process here, threads are there. If any changes are required in these changes in the Java properties, instead of going to the one tool, config tool here, just we can go to the here in this list here. We can do the all kind of work here in the Java side here. All the suppose like if you want to do some ADS related changes, you can configure the changes here. So like this, you can suppose any VM memory parameters that will come to the later. So any changes in the Java systems. So normally we will do it in the profiles, and also in the HANA INA files we will change it here. So in the Java also we will change the profiles, as well as in the profiles we will change it, as well as here when it comes to the here here we can change the here also in the Java properties file also we can change it some memory parameters, some threads related parameters. How can we increase the threads? So those things we can change it in the Java properties file. VM settings, memory settings, all those things we can change it in the here. Those things we can trusted systems, system information, So logs configuration. Suppose you want to configure some logs will be generated in the work directory and the default trace file log, server 0 default trace file log here. So if you want to enable that logs, if you want to, now it's in the information, you want to enable in the debugging mode, or if you want to check the errors and everything, means log trace level increase, log trace level increase to get the more information, log trace level increase here. Those things, if we want to increase it, we can increase the log trace level here, right? Those things we can increase it from here. Log trace level increase it, we can do it from here. configuration wizard. This is the initial setup. After the installation is completed, then configuration wizard in the scenario section. So here, if you don't know, you no need to by hand the navigation here. If anything you require, just directly go to the here in the search bar. In the search bar, if you type it, it will come to the list here. It will come to the list here. That is the thing you should know here, right? Here we will see here. Here, if you want to enable any new functionality, if we want to enable the new functionality, any configuration, here we will go and enable that functionality here. Here we will go and enable that functionality here. We will do it from here, right? Initial configurations, or suppose if we want to enable the any new functionalities, that we will do it from the configuration wizard. Configuration wizard is the very important. Here, suppose your system is Java system. You want to enable, suppose portal related things. You want to enable the some other like BWBI systems related functionality or PI related functionalities. So by default, it won't come. It will be installed. You need to enable the configurations here. So go to the here. You have to enable the configuration here. Suppose this one, suppose you want to enable this one, the ADS configuration. Just click on the enable here, so that the ADS functionality is for the Adobe documentation form here, Adobe documentation form. Suppose you want to enable the PI related functionalities here. Just you can enable the PI related functionalities here, right? You can enable the PI related functionalities here. Suppose you want to enable the BI Java functionalities here. So then see here, the ADS, here I have done it, but the ADX is not installed here. Advanced runtime engine is not installed here, so that won't run here. So it means we have not installed those components here. It won't run here. So anything, if you want to enable it here, you can enable it here. We can enable it, all the functionalities, whatever the functionalities are there, you can enable the all some functionalities in the systems here. Portal, you want to enable the portal, then you can enable the portals or portal system, you can enable it here. So you can enable the portal system. The initial configuration setup, we can do it here, right? So what is the ABAP username? Okay, so then what is the Java username here? Master password. So the setup will start it here. So knowledge management and BI Java related functionalities I'm enabling here. So for that one, we have to enable this one. So this is confirm, this is performing the configuration here. This is performing the configuration here. Maximum length 12 about. Oh. So it's saying that above administrator user we have given, we should give the different user here. Different user we should give it here. So then the configuration and knowledge management KM will be installed here. KM will be installed here. KM will be installed here. So like this, we can perform the configurations here. All the configurations, initial setup, all those things we can give it here. We can perform it here. We can perform the executions. All those things we can set up here. Right? So here we have to go to the functional unit configuration. Then we have to enable it here. We have to enable the all kind of things, whatever we are here. So all those things we can enable it here. All those things we can enable it here. So suppose this BI Java. So right, the BI Java, we have interrupted. We have interrupted that one BI Java. So just again, we are resuming the BI Java here. We need to change the username. So any new functionality, if we want to assign, then we have to assign that new functionality here. That is the main thing here, the intention of the this initial configuration here, initial setup here. As soon as your installation is completed, then we have to do that type of configuration. We have to perform it here. That type of configuration we need to perform it in the systems here. That type of configuration we need to do it here. So here SMTP server is required. We don't have any SMTP server for the knowledge management. Then let's just keep the process here. So it's like some of the portal related functionalities. These all are the portal related functionalities which we are enabling here. Portal related functionalities we are enabling in the systems here. Portal related functionalities which we are enabling in the systems here. So that is the main thing here. So if any functionality if we want to enable it here, we need to go to the configuration wizard. In the configuration wizard, go to the functional unit configuration. There we have to do the all kind of work we have to perform it here. All kind of work so we have to perform in the systems. So directly you can go to the NWA also NetWeaver administrator here in the configuration wizard. We have to do it here. So connectivity destinations we know. So Jacob provider. Jacob provider is so it is the connection between the ABAP and Java request. So it is the some of the Java applications will need the Jacob provider, Jacob RFP destinations. That time we will use the Jacob provider here, right? That is the main. This is the remaining are the troubleshooting logs, troubleshooting steps, logs, information. Those are the troubleshooting related logs. How to check the logs in the Java level. So log viewer. If you go to the log viewer, here we can check the all the Java level logs. We can check in the systems here. Java logs we can check in the systems here, logs. So the logs it will be displayed, maybe some connection timed out. So that logs normally in ABAP systems, normally we will go to the work directory, we will see the all the information, right? So here, so we will go to the other, we will be in the same system, we will go and we will do the same here, right? So in the Java systems also we have to go to the log viewer, we have to check the logs here. Otherwise in the OS level work directory, and the trace default trace file logs we can check it out from there here in the Java system side here, right? So SOA manager configuration is not required for us. So just logs monitoring, so all those things that's one not required. The main thing is SLD configuration, license, certificates, destinations, trusted systems, SSL. So these are the very important in the Java side here, very important in the Java systems here. See here, one system, one Java system is populated here, right? One Java system, MJD, same system we just reported here. So it will give the clear picture here, right? All the information, what is the version, and so what is the version, what is the database, how many destinations, what are the destinations, and the installed components. So all the information will be reported here. All the information will be available here. You can see all the information. How many components are there, what is the installed SP level, all the information is available in the systems here. So this is the Java technical systems configuration here, technical systems configuration. Based upon the technical system, we will configure the new business systems here. New business systems we will based upon the technical. Normally, functional team will perform this configuration here. Functional team will perform this configuration. You no need to perform it, this configuration. Functional team will perform the configuration here. Okay. So here they will, why? Because during the interface level, they will create this one. They will create all those things here. So functional team will perform the business system configuration. Our work is only for the technical system configuration only. Our work is only for confirming the technical system configuration. That is only technical systems here. So then after that, they will create the business systems for to use in the PI. In the PI, the message processing purpose, they will use this business systems here. They will use this business systems here. They will use the business systems here. So landscape. So some training landscape like that I am creating here, right? So landscape, just for landscape I have created here. What are the systems under the landscape here? So just we can add the systems here in the landscape. So we have only one Java systems. Then we can add it here. Database also we can add the same landscape here. These and all things are not required for us. Just you can ignore it here. Okay, just you can ignore it here. This is the SLD. So SLD, all the systems will report to the our this directory. All the systems will report to the here. Same ABAP system also will report to the same system here. ABAP system also. For this one, we have to go to the RZ70, RZ70. Then in the RZ70, just we have to push the data here. We have to push the data to the SLD here. That will be created here, or we can create the connection here. We can create the connection to the your Java systems. Then we can just push the system to the Java system here. We can create it here. That is also possible here. Or just you can use the Java system details here. So then we can just click on the OK button here. Then that will be pushed to the your Java systems here. Okay, that is the connectivity. So register the system. How to register means object70. Object70 we have to register the data here. How we register the Java system, same way ABAP systems also will come into the list here. Okay, ABAP systems also will come into the list here. So this is the normal Java systems related administration tasks day to day we will do here. Day to day we will check only Java is up and running, URLs are working means Java is up and running. Suppose sometimes they may ask us to create the destinations. Sometimes they may ask us to perform the trusted systems adding, certificates, imports, destination. What are the activities we have done in the Java system means you just tell it. If you are confusing identity user management changes, trusted systems, SSL, certificate changes, destinations, those are well enough here. Okay, stop and start. You don't need all those details in detail here. So it's not required. And also if any errors, we can check the logs. So all those things, logs, system information. How to check the system information? So if you have the system information, what is the components, component version, list of components, all the information will be reported here. All the information is available here. So here you can see the all the information here. Okay, so all those things are available here. Just you can say system information checking, and also Java URLs checking, SLD, registration of the data. So why? Because this much of more details are not required here. Just a few details are enough for you. The only one more thing is here, these things, no one going to ask questions. One more thing is here, upgrade, Java patching, Java upgrade, Java stop and start, and also destinations creation, certificates. Those are the very important here. Those things are very important here. So those things those things are really very important that we will discuss on the Monday. Okay, so those things we will discuss on the Monday, how to create and all those things we can work on Monday here. Okay, so just to do the administration part in the here SLD and here, and let's see, remaining things are not required. Only few things you can remember it here. Why? Because for your experience, you don't require that much of knowledge in the Java side here. Okay, why? Because you already know about the ABAP, HANA database and all those things.